Hey guys, here is AhkTaar and welcome back for another bleed test, and this time we are gonna try NID ROLD in order to see if he is better than the others, because normally NID ROLD is the main bleeder you want to build on your account. We are gonna find out why. But before, a little disclaimer, you have to wait until the end of the video, because during the video I figured out that my NID ROLD emblems were bad, and so there is a difference between the first runs I made on the video and the last runs. So if you want to see the maximum damage he can do, have a look to the end of the video. So let's try that. So same team as before, as always. Verto to increase his attack and effect hit and lower the crit rate of the boss, so it's pretty interesting. I can stay alive longer. I have Catherine to cleanse the attack down on my NID ROLD, to apply the shield and the counter attack, and also the consolidation too, so I stay alive. Nicholas exclusive 3 and more, so I have the apple, I stay alive longer, and I have more damage using his passive, and I can heal more and speed up my heroes. And finally, Ben Austin to make some pursuits and apply more bleeds, deal more direct damage to the boss, and apply the resistance down more often on the boss, and the feebleness too. So here, first of all, I would like to talk about the smart casting here, because many of you may ask that. I don't ban the second skill here, because if you are using Ben Austin and Catherine, normally with the boss will always have 10 layers of bleeds on him. If it is the case, this skill does more damage than the basic attack here. The coefficient here is not great. Still, it does a lot of damage because you can inflict some bleeds, but here you are going to do insane amounts of damage, 10% more damage per bleed on the boss, up to 50% more damage. And the boss has 1 layer of bleed on him, so you are gonna cast 2 attacks using the first exclusive. Really important. If you have the second exclusive, then your NID ROLD is gonna be great. If you don't have the second exclusive, maybe his arrow will be better. The second exclusive here increases his attack by a lot. And finally, the third exclusive allow him to use more stages of attack on his ultimate, and so inflict more bleeds at once and deal more damage. Maybe if you don't have this one, maybe you can ban this one, maybe you won't be able to inflict 10 bleeds every time on the boss. So yeah, let's have a look to the fight to see the damage. I'm curious to see his maximum damage output here in comparison with the others. So 8 bleeds on the boss already, but that was the first turn. So something really important, the boss took 8 bleeds on the first turn. This is why you have to play NID ROLD faster than the boss, and mine is faster, 2040, and here 2000 speed on the boss. Really important. So he already took 20 million damage, otherwise you are gonna lose a ton of damage here. 6 bleeds on the boss for now, 8 bleeds. Okay, here I won't have the 10 bleeds, but it's okay. 8 bleeds, it's okay. You are gonna have a look to the damage after that. Now normally the boss should always have 10 bleeds on him. If I slow down just a bit here, we are gonna see the damage coming from the basic attack, and this is it, 1,200,000 and 600k here. So in fact he is hitting something around 1,900, 1,900k using the second skill. In comparison with the basic attack, there is no match. He is way better using the second skill if the boss can always have 10 stack of bleeds on him. So let's continue, 66 million for now, which is pretty interesting already. Okay, 8 bleeds on the boss. Okay, he didn't have the 10 bleeds now. But the damage are already pretty nice though. $89 million. 90 million. Yeah, the boss always have between 8 and 10 bleeds, but 10 bleeds most of the time. Okay, another attack. 109 million. Okay, now the damage are a bit better. Curious to see the final result, if he can do more damage than his arrow. For now it's pretty almost the same. But he is different from his arrow in terms of stats. Because if I show you his stats right now, you're gonna see, okay, he has way more attack, but now he has the attack buff, and he gets more attack thanks to his passive. This is his own mechanic. And here we have less than 100%. Normally I have 92 or 93% effect hit, but I have the legendary aura increasing his own effect hit during the fight, so he gets also more attack here, and he has 151% mastery. His arrow had 138%, but he had more effect hit, because he needs more effect hit, more stats on his arrow to land all the debuffs. This is the difference. Okay, so 6 bleeds, 8 bleeds, and 10 bleeds again. 155 million. So maybe the damage are gonna be less than with his arrow. Okay, and he stunned my NID ROLD, so I'm gonna lose some damage here. I lost the apple though, so my NID ROLD is gonna die on the turn number 19, I think. Probably. So 190 million. The 200 million reached, but the damage are worse than with his arrow. Okay, this is the final result. 210 million. His arrow by his own was able to deal 229 million, so there is a huge difference still. So in terms of dungeon, NID ROLD is great for Rum. His arrow is great for Gwyneth. So it's up to you to build your own bleeder if you have one of them. But NID ROLD is also mandatory and great for the Wizard Eye, but also his arrow is great also for the Forgotten. So as I said, it's up to you. His arrow, I'm not sure you can use him in arena, but in NID ROLD maybe you can, especially if you have some exclusives on him. He can deal a lot of damage in the PvP, so it is better to use NID ROLD instead of his arrow. But in terms of guild boss, his arrow is better, because we are gonna have a look to his skills. Or maybe before that, let's try again. Because we are gonna see the difference if I block this skill. So normally the boss should always have 10 bleeds on him. Let's find out. Okay, so the 10 million on the first turn as before. 10 bleeds. And now we have 30 million damage, 3 turns. For now, it looks worse than before. But maybe not, who knows? Over time during the fight, maybe it's gonna be different and better, I don't know. But now the boss always have 10 bleeds on him. This is the difference. I think for now the damage are all the same as before. Almost. $90 million, turn number 9. 100 million. I had 117 million on turn number 10 before. Yeah, it's the same, exactly the same. But now I lost the apple, so it's not gonna do. I'm not gonna survive. I think if I'm not lucky enough, I'm gonna die during the run, and so it's not gonna be great. Okay, yeah, I died. But the damage are the same almost as before, so it doesn't make a huge difference though. So now let's have a look to the hero. Just launching the game again. Here we are. So, NID ROLD. Here is NID ROLD. He has a lot of HP and defense, but the goal is to have a lot of attack. The more the attack, the better. Because he increases his own attack during the fight with the aura, etc. And so the more the attack, the better. So he has 500k more than his arrow before. He has 13% more mastery than his arrow. And he has the same amount of speed, tanky stats, crit rate, crit damage. But he has way less effect hit, but because he doesn't need a lot effect hit. Especially if you are using Weasley or Nicholas, for example, because you are going to have the resistance down on the boss. So, yeah, he is, in terms of stats, offensive stats, he is better than his arrow, but he deals way less damage, okay? So his arrow is the best bleeder for now. But I have to try Lucia and Hertha before. I also need to try Natalie, but unfortunately, I don't have her on this account. So maybe I'm gonna try her on my own account, but I have to build her, but I have some priorities for now, so we are gonna have to be patient until we can try her. So this is the build here, more attack and everything that increases his dot damage. Oh, it's kind of weird. He doesn't have this one. He doesn't have this one. It's gonna change a lot of things, not having this one though. Why? Okay, it's not my build. I don't understand. I don't get the point here. Why doesn't he have this one? I have to retry. You know what? I have to retry. This is unacceptable. This is clearly unacceptable. Mastery. Here I want this one because I want him to deal more damage. I want that. At the start of the turn, self dot damage, yeah, dot damage and dot damage. Yeah, otherwise it's not acceptable. I can't do that. And here I want more effect hits. Less damage when he has a shield. I want him to have more effective. Okay, it's at the first wave. I don't need that. I want that. I want to reduce his cooldowns, and I want him to have more speed, more effect hit when he has more effect hit. More effect hit when he has more speed than the boss. Okay, you know what? We are gonna have to try again. And this is the aura. This is the aura I have on him. And in terms of gear, let me push myself. This is what I have. Mastery, speed, attack rate here, pretty nice, some crit damage, but it's not mandatory on him. Here some effect hit, mastery and attack rate, pretty nice. And here a lot of effect hit, attack rate, mastery on this piece of gear, which is pretty insane. And here this is a blue one, mastery, attack rate, crit rate. So he gets a lot of speed and mastery, effect hit, attack rate thanks to these two gear. Here I have a mastery one with a lot of attack, and this is the only good substat here. Here we have some attack flat with a lot of speed and attack rate mastery, so pretty interesting. I'm gonna lock it. And here we have a speed one with a lot of attack, mastery and attack flat, so this one is also great. This is a purple one, two blue ones, blue one, purple, legendary on the best piece of gear in the game, and a blue one. So let's try again. Let's try again, because now it's gonna make a difference. So let's put that again here. I want to use that in the second skill, and let's retry. And maybe it's gonna make a huge difference. So let me push myself back to the left, and let's try again. Yeah, look at the damage. 3 million more than before, just because of the emblems. So maybe it's gonna make a difference, and maybe he's gonna deal more damage than his arrow now. I'm curious about that though. We are gonna find out. Maybe not more damage, but it's gonna be closer. Yeah, the damage is the difference is here. There is clearly a difference now. With some emblems, with some different emblems, the difference is terrible. Okay, 90 million already, 97, 100 million reached on turn number 8. Way better than before, right? Just because of the emblems. Perfect. 122 million. 10 million, okay, 10 million more than before already in 10 turns. So in fact, he can have something like 20 million more than before. So he will be closer to his arrow if he can survive until the end. We're gonna find out here. Okay, I still have the apple, so normally he should be able to survive until the end, or at least turn number 19. I hope so. By the way, he just used his ultimate with an attack down on him, which is pretty bad. Look at the damage. Clearly it's not the same, just because of the emblems. This is why emblems are really important. Okay, I'm gonna survive until the end, I still have the apple. So great. So great. Absolutely perfect. And the 200 million reached already. Way better than before. Just because of the emblems, this is just an incredibly great. The difference is amazing. And the final result. But now he is alive also. So it's gonna make a difference. A bit of a difference. 234 million. Now he has only 10 million less than his arrow, so it's way better than before. Okay, so now let's go. He is great. Emblem problems. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you this screenshot here. This is the French video, and as you can see here, depending on the luck you have on the fight, you can deal way or less damage. And this time, NID ROLD dealt 226 million damage, so in fact he is at the same point as his arrow. His arrow dealt 229 million damage before, so they are equivalent. So one more time I would like to point out, if you want to build one of them, you have to choose NID ROLD maybe first, because he is also mandatory or really great for the Force Mark Tower. If you don't have Melia, he's gonna be almost mandatory. If you don't have Alchemy neither. He deals some AoE attacks, so he is better in the Tower of Mark than Hizaro for the blue mark, because he is a single target unit Hizaro. Then in PvP he is better NID ROLD because he deals a lot of AoE damage in comparison with Hizaro, who deal only basic single target attacks. So this is my advice. Hizaro, NID ROLD, same on the guild boss, but NID ROLD, I have little preference for NID ROLD. Tell me what you think about that in the comment below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and then see you in the next one. Bye bye!